Right now, President Biden says enough in a speech calling on Congress to pass gun control laws now. Plus, a lifeguard shortage this summer may have you swimming at your own risk. And a yearly summer tradition is about ready to tee off. Details of this year's American Family Insurance Championship coming up now at 10.
How many more innocent American lives must be taken before we say enough, enough?
President Biden tonight calling for action after a wave of large-scale mass shootings sparked renewed demands for gun reform. The president's address to the nation follows the deaths of 19 school children and 2 teachers in Uvalde, Texas, 4 people at a Tulsa, Oklahoma hospital, and 10 at a Buffalo, New York supermarket. And just today, Wisconsin is now adding to those recent statistics. Multiple people were shot this afternoon in Racine while attending a funeral service in broad daylight. Police say 2 people were hit during the ceremony at Graceland Cemetery around 2:30 this afternoon. One was flown to the hospital and the other treated and released. The funeral home confirmed the shooting happened during the funeral for a man who was shot and killed by a Racine police officer 2 weeks ago. The department has not yet released any additional information. And tonight, the Racine mayor says the violence needs to stop and is instructing the police department to actively enforce our juvenile curfew ordinance through the weekend. Anyone under 18 must be home by 11 p.m. Tonight, we're also seeing the faces of the 4 victims in yesterday's shooting at a medical center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2 doctors, a receptionist, and a patient were all gunned down. Dr. Preston Phillips was a Harvard-trained surgeon who had gone on several medical missions to Africa. Dr. Stephanie Hewson was a sports and internal medicine specialist. 40-year-old Amber Glenn had worked in the medical field for 18 years. The 4th person killed was a 73-year-old Vietnam veteran named William Love. Today, we learned the shooter recently had back surgery and was targeting the surgeon who operated on him after being in pain. Police say Michael Lewis used an AR-15 rifle that he bought the same day and a handgun he purchased 3 days before. He also took his own life. And developing tonight, another mass shooting this evening. 3 people, including the alleged gunman, are dead following a shooting outside a church in Ames, Iowa. This happened at the Cornerstone Church just before 7 o'clock. The church was hosting a Salt Company kickoff event tonight for college-age individuals to worship together. Additional details are limited right now.
The American people are begging for us to address this crisis.
What this bill does, it tells law-abiding citizens when you can get a gun, what kind of gun you can get.
All it takes is political courage.
If these laws actually worked, wouldn't things be getting better by now rather than worse?
Today, a House panel debated the Protecting Our Kids Act, which includes a provision to raise the required age for buying semi-automatic firearms from 18 to 21. Even if it passes the full House, the measure's unlikely to muster enough support in the evenly divided Senate. Republicans slammed the hearing as threatening the Second Amendment. Some even brought their own weapons. On the state level today, legislature Democrats are calling for common sense gun safety reforms. Tomorrow is Gun Violence Awareness Day. During a press conference, they called on their Republican colleagues to step up to the plate to do something that the majority of Americans and Wisconsinites support.
Frankly, what does it say about the state of gun violence in the United States of America when I had to revise my remarks that I just finished writing last night, early this morning, because there were at least 3 more shootings just in that period of time?
Senator Agard called gun violence a public health crisis. Some bills Democrats want to be passed include universal background checks on all firearm purchases and red flag laws. They say they are data-driven, science-based, proven policies. And tomorrow, Public Health Madison, Dane County will be hosting a Wear Orange Day walk and rally to raise awareness about gun violence. The walk will begin at 6 o'clock at the Villager parking lot on Park Street and end at Penn Park, where there will be speakers and various organizations.
Now is a time to call out that we need to act. Now is the time. Enough is enough. Our children deserve to feel safe in school and, on the playground and at their doctor's office.
According to recent research, the United States has more than 4 times the number of gun homicides than any other country in the world per population. And more local news now. The Dane County Sheriff's Department is investigating the death of a 39-year-old woman as a homicide. The body of Dora Gonzalez Zarate was found inside her home in the town of York last Tuesday. Investigators do not believe this is a random incident and are asking anyone with information to give them a call. To weather now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with our certified most accurate forecast.
Well, it's a quiet night across southern Wisconsin. Skies are clear or partly cloudy, and temperatures again are pretty comfortable. As we look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam, we had bright sunshine for most of the day today. Just a few cumulus clouds popping up at times this afternoon, but as we headed towards sunset, even those clouds really started to fade out. A couple of showers up in far northern Wisconsin. There were a few thunderstorms earlier into upper Michigan, but right now the rest of the state is free of precipitation. High temperatures today, middle 70s through most of southern Wisconsin. Madison topped out at 76 degrees. Janesville was at 77. It did reach 80 degrees in Boscobel. Current temperatures are in the upper 50s to the lower 60s through most of southern Wisconsin. And by morning, we'll be down to about 54 here in Madison. Look for sunny skies tomorrow. It will be a little breezy. High temperature at 72 degrees. But after 3 nice days in a row, it looks like the end will come with some showers for the weekend. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
A nation. Some pools and beaches closed. Last week in Milwaukee, the county began training its final class of lifeguard hopefuls, but even with the new hires, they only have 70 of the 200 needed. So what does this widespread shortage mean for summer fun in our area? Tahlil Mohideen has the story.
Mitchell Knight is helping prepare City of Madison lifeguard hopefuls for a busy summer.
I think what really drew me towards it was the opportunity to be outside all day, get in the water.
As a city aquatic staff member of 5 years, he understands the responsibility.
I will always remember the time that I had to make a save. He jumped off the diving board in full sweats and did not know how to swim.
But outside of Gunman Pool, in most beaches across the city, you'll be hard-pressed to find lifeguards like Knight on duty.
We did take a budget cut during the 2021 budgeting process, so we did limit our beach guarding last year. And we expect to have to do the same again this year.
In 8 of Madison's 12 beaches, it's swim at your own risk.
This isn't the first conversation that's been had regarding staffing of the beaches or not. It's very common to go other places throughout the state and be able to swim on a beach that's not guarded.
In fact, elsewhere in Dane County, beaches were never guarded. But indoor pools in the county, like the YMCA, maintain their lifeguards.
The Y in Dane County is actually in pretty good shape.
But Y leadership say it was a process getting those positions filled and would still like to hire more. Not sure what staffing will look like in the fall when many of their lifeguards go back to school.
That may be more of a challenge for us and everybody to staff.
And for anyone considering putting in their application, Knight says it's a great opportunity.
I personally think it's a lot of fun.
In Madison, Tahlil Mohideen, News 3 Now.
Madison beaches have been open since Memorial Day and will remain open through Labor Day as water quality allows. Gunman Pool will open next week. New video tonight. A fire gutted a historic building this afternoon. That's part of Fort Snelling's upper post. The officers' building, built in 1903 and decommissioned in 2006, is one of 26 Fort Snelling buildings being converted into 200 affordable housing units by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. No one was injured. New tonight, former President Donald Trump has endorsed Republican Tim Michels in the Wisconsin gubernatorial primary. The endorsement deals a severe blow to Rebecca Clayfish, who served as lieutenant governor under former Governor Scott Walker and had been the GOP establishment favorite. Also new tonight, dwindling Social Security payments could be less than 15 years away. In their annual report, Social Security and Medicare trustees said Americans will stop getting full Social Security benefits in about 13 years if Congress doesn't act. The combined Social Security trust funds, which help support payouts for the elderly and disabled, are projected to run dry in 2035. The American Family Insurance Championship is just over a week away, and final preparations for the PGA Tour Champions are underway at University Ridge Golf Course. It is the 6th year for the tournament that features golfers 50 and older. There's a full schedule of events this year after COVID prevented the 2019 tournament and forced a slimmed down version last year. Since the event began, it has raised around $12 million for area charities. The championship features 2 big name events that attract even non-golfers. A charity concert featuring Lady A and Boys to Men kicks off the tournament next Friday night at Stevens Field. Then on Saturday, there's a celebrity foursome on the course that always draws big crowds. Andy North, Brett Favre, Derek Jeter, and PGA Hall of Fame member Julie Inkster. Well, here is proof of 2 things. If you have a vision and surround yourself with the right people, you will succeed. And the other, time flies.
1, 2, 3.
That was 10 years ago today. Geo's Garden opened in Middleton to provide therapeutic respite care to children with special needs. While it is named after my son Geo, he never used it. That was not the intention. It's to help other families just like mine who need that extra help and support. Well, in the past decade, I am happy and proud to say we have provided over 65,000 hours of care to more than 300 super special kids. And I'd like to take this time to thank all of you who have supported us and continue to believe in what we do. I can say with 100% certainty, there is nothing like this in the entire country. Still ahead at 10, a popular Madison-based brew pub announcing plans to expand overseas. Plus, teenagers are more likely than older drivers to cause a crash, but some vehicles can help avoid an accident. A look at what car experts are recommending next.
The increasing cost of inflation is impacting people and families here in central Wisconsin.
The D.C. liberal spending has triggered historic inflation. Senator Ron Johnson is holding the line.
Retirees on a fixed income, the working poor, those are exactly the people that are hurt most by inflation. Inflation is a tax on everybody.
Johnson voted against the reckless spending, and he's fighting to cut the waste in Washington. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting to stop the spending that hits us with the inflation tax.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
And I walked right into U.S. Cellular and I said I want to choose any phone in here for free.
What'd he say? He said sure.
Really nice guy. I had my pick of any phone from any brand, free, even the newest ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the big screen?
Yeah.
Big storage?
Yeah.
Fits in your pocket?
Fits in my pocket. Yeah, it's a big phone, and that's what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
At U.S. Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Want to know what the weather is like right now where you live? Download the First Warn Weather app and I'll give you my hour-by-hour forecast.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. General Motors is cutting the price of its new Chevrolet Bolt, on track to making it the cheapest electric vehicle on the U.S. market. The 2023 Bolt EV model will sell for just over $36,000. That's down nearly $6,000 from the 2022 model. And more car news, Toyota's 2023 Corolla Cross Hybrid made its U.S. debut this week. It is an SUV based on the Corolla sedan. It comes with standard all-wheel drive, increased fuel economy, and a new suite of safety features. Well, even though summer doesn't officially begin for 3 weeks, the summer driving season is here. That means more Americans are hitting the road, which leads to more accidents. Teenagers are at high risk, but a new report is identifying vehicles that can help keep them safe. Bradley Blackburn reports.
Slow motion test video shows just how powerful and destructive a collision can be. And often it's a teenager behind the wheel during a crash. In fact, teens are 3 times more likely to be involved in a fatal accident compared to older drivers. That's why experts say parents need to consider the right kind of car for younger drivers.
A big part of the reason why teen drivers are more at risk of crashing is their inexperience.
David Zuby is with the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, which teamed up with Consumer Reports to create a list of safe vehicles for teen drivers. There are 70 used and new cars ranging in price from $6,000 to $39,000. You won't find any high-speed sports cars or extra-large vehicles that can be hard to control. All the cars performed well during crash tests, have high reliability scores, and can brake from 60 miles per hour to 0 in 145 feet or less. They also have electronic stability control, which can prevent an accident.
We're trying to promote the idea that cars for teens should have features to help them avoid being in crashes.
That includes auto braking, found in many of the newer vehicles on the list.
We always say buy as much safety as you can afford, and automatic emergency braking is a wonderful backup for a new driver that's building that experience of braking distances.
Supply chain issues and inflation are driving up car prices, but experts say the purchase of a safe vehicle is money well spent. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Madison-based brewery Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company is making its way to a new country next year. The brew pub, which has 5 locations here in Wisconsin, plans to open a production brewery and tasting room 2 hours north of Tokyo, Japan. According to a release, the brewery will be operating separately from the Great Dane in the U.S. with a focus on canned and bottled beers sold throughout Japan. Construction is set to begin this summer. The Atlantic hurricane season, which officially began yesterday, is wasting 0 time making itself known. A tropical storm watch has been issued for both the east and west coasts of Florida. The forecast calls for the system to move across the state this weekend. And here's Gary with a look at what is happening down there.
Yeah, the tropical season starting to get off to an early start. If we take a look at the tropics in general, most of the Atlantic Ocean right now, pretty quiet, but it's that area of development that's starting to take place. Big cluster of thunderstorms between the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico and Cuba, and that area is being watched very closely. Tropical depression could form at any time, and then eventually a tropical storm, if it gets named, it would be Tropical Storm Alex. You can see heavy rain moving across parts of western Cuba and then eventually heading toward Florida. And notice the jet stream winds aloft, kind of to the north. So it's in an area where it can intensify. You don't have the strong winds aloft to break apart the storm, and yet at the same time, it's still over mainly open waters, but starting to cross over Cuba. So that the strength of the system will really be determined by how much time it spends over Cuba. Tropical storm warnings now in effect for the west coast of Florida from Fort Myers down to just north of the Keys or through the southern Everglades and much of the rest of southern Florida under a tropical storm watch now. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Of course, no hurricanes around here. Sunny skies, breezy, cool for tomorrow. High temperatures only in the lower 70s, and then showers are likely for the weekend. It'll be even cooler with high temperatures in the 60s, and cool weather will continue for next week. High-resolution Doppler radar, nothing across southern Wisconsin. There have been some sprinkles of rain up to the north, but right now, that part of the country, pretty quiet. You can see it's also very cool. Temperatures already in the 40s up in northern Minnesota. Most of the rest of the Midwest seeing temperatures in the 50s and 60s, which is probably about 5 to 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Notice the dew point temperatures, 50s south of the Ohio River, and that's generally low for this time of year, but very dry air across the upper Midwest. That's going to allow nighttime low temperatures to really cool off tonight. Jet stream winds in from the northwest. That pattern will continue at least for another week or so, keeping our temperatures cooler than normal. The main storm track down to the south, of course, there's the tropical system heading toward Florida. But as we look at the rest of the Midwest right now, not a lot going on. The precipitation very light with the upper level winds from the west and northwest. There's not a lot of moisture for these systems, so just some light showers expected. Cold front also dropping in from the north and west. That's really starting to cool things down up to the north. Temperatures still around 60 through much of Wisconsin, 55 in Superior, but just off the map to the north. Again, temperatures in the 40s up in northern Minnesota. Future track shows clear to partly cloudy skies tonight. Lots of sunshine for the day tomorrow with high temperatures in the lower 70s. Then the clouds start coming in tomorrow night, and then here come the showers for Saturday into Saturday night and probably Sunday as well. Not a continuous rain, but there'll be some bouts of showers as the system passes on through. So for tomorrow, another sunny day. It'll be breezy. High temperature at 72 degrees. Future track beginning Saturday morning. You can see those showers. Again, not a continuous rain, but still we'll look for the possibility for some off and on showers through the weekend. Highs in the 60s. We're back to the lower 70s next week. Some shower chances. Again, a lot of dry hours in there as well. Probably the best chances of rain Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening.
And coming up in sports, Madison will host some of the world's best starting on Monday, while Mark Johnson says he can't wait to see them hit the ice at LeBron. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopco Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 30% off lenses with the purchase of any frames. Shopco Optical.
As of 2022, TSR Concrete Coatings has coated nearly 11 million square feet of concrete, and we've completed over 15,000 jobs. If we haven't met yet, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here we transform your old, cracked garage floor from this to this in just one day. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, apply our base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. And our floors are ridiculously easy to clean. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, and we have our own in-house team ready to answer any questions you may have before and after your install. To learn more or get your new floor, visit the website or call us at the number shown below today.
One day floor.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Gold Leaf chicken leg quarters, only 49 cents a pound when you buy a 10-pound package. Our special recipe brats, 10 for only $10. Hy-Vee purified water, get a 40-pack of bottles, only $3.88. Hy-Vee pasta, 5 for only $5. And quilted northern bath tissue or brawny paper towels, only $5.99. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. We'll get to making it right away. You'll get an extra $1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 440 miles per tank and an Escape? A 12-inch touchscreen and an Edge? You got it in a Ford built your way. Order your new Explorer SUV and get $1,000 retail order bonus cash on top of all public offers.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
On Monday, some of the world's best women's hockey players will lace up their skates and hit the ice right here in Madison for the U18 Women's World Championships. The 8-day tournament will feature 8 countries competing against each other with the hopes of bringing home the gold. And of course, there will be a few feature Badgers skating on Team USA and Canada too. And as for Mark Johnson, you just can't wait to watch the action.
It's a great opportunity to showcase, 8 great countries getting an opportunity to showcase their, top U18 players. And they're playing for a purpose. They're playing for a reason. The competition's going to be high. It's going to be fierce. And I'm just excited that we're getting an opportunity to showcase Madison and our hockey program at the same time.
Deerfield baseball is having another great season. The Demons are 2 wins away from advancing to the state tournament after they claimed a regional championship last night. And the secret to their success might just be Scott Glady's laid-back, relaxed approach to life. When he started coaching, Scott Glady asked one thing of himself.
I don't want to be a dictator out there,
Instead,
good cut, that away.
He's taking more of a relaxed approach.
I like to be laid back. I like to have them comfortable. I like to have them in their zone.
And that stress-free environment has been working at Deerfield.
Him showing his trust and being laid back and just letting us play how Deerfield baseball is, it really helps.
For the 2nd straight season, the Demons won the Trailways South. And this year,
attaboy,
took home a regional championship. And Glady credits that success to one word.
You'll hear it if you watch us warming up. It's happiness on 3. 1, 2, 3, happiness. So that's kind of our chant before we go on the field.
Watch his hands.
Happiness.
If we play uptight, you can tell that we're not at our best. But when we're smiling, giving each other high fives, it just is a way different game.
But that little reminder to be happy,
that's good. Can you feel the difference on that?
Isn't just for the batter's box.
Sometimes you just got to know when to relax but still know how to be focused. Like if you're hyper-focused all the time, it can wear and tear on you.
Being relaxed and focused is going to have them be successful. And learning that here, I can kind of help them do that.
It's a mindset that will be a hit in life. Madison College baseball 3 outs away from winning Game 1 of their best-of-3 series against Pearl River in the Division II JUCO World Series. Game 2 is set for tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Division I sectional final softball. Sun Prairie taking on Monona Grove, and the Cardinals were red hot in the 2nd inning. Bases juiced for Lucy Moreno, and the freshman rips it down the line to bring home 2, part of a 7-run inning. Sun Prairie heads back to state for the 5th straight year with a 10-0 win. Other teams from our area punching their ticket to the state tournament tonight and advancing to Goodman Diamond. Milton, Jefferson, Poynette, and Barneveld. State begins next Thursday right here in Madison. Regional girls soccer defending D3 champs McFarland hosting Prairie du Chien, and this one was all Spartans. 1 minute into the match, McFarland on the attack, and Grace Bruchel just makes it look easy. Spartans scored 10 goals tonight and move on to sectionals. They'll face West Salem on Saturday. We're back after this.
When the family can't get enough of your signature dish, get everything you need with Pick and Save free pickup with no surprise fees. So start your cart today. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find bicycle store quality electric e-bikes from Trek, Electra, Felt, Giant, and more. Trek offers the best-selling e-bike in America, Trek Verve Plus, under $2,500. At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find fat e-bikes, mountain e-bikes, road e-bikes, bike path e-bikes, and more. Free services included. The place to shop for your new e-bike is Machinery Row Bicycles, the most beautiful bicycle store in the world.
We got to see the selection for ourselves.
Tile, wood, stone, laminate, and vinyl?
This hardwood is beautiful.
This vinyl is durable.
And this tile? So affordable.
But when it comes to everything our family needs, this one is perfect.
Now Now this store is the real deal.
At Floor & Decor, there's plenty of room to explore. Because with everyday low pricing on quality in-stock products and on-trend styles, you can really bring your living room to life. Discover Floor & Decor today.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows. We've done the runaround.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different. The experts guided us through every step of their no-pressure process.
We really loved their educational approach. Next Door and Window helped us understand what was right for us.
They have a totally different approach to doors and windows. They made the window and door replacement process simple.
Call 844-600-NEXT to get 50% off your installation.
Some people think it's really hard to find things to do in Nebraska. Lucky for you, we invent things to do. Like when we realized a livestock tank would float and thought, hey, it's a boat. And soon, tanking became our preferred mode of river travel. Might not get everyone's pulse racing like a jackhammer, but if it sounds good to you, welcome aboard. Nebraska. Honestly, it's not for everyone.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
Finally tonight, sorry for this late notice, but today was National Leave the Office Early Day. Observed every June 2nd, it's a day to remind hardworking Americans to take a little time for themselves. About 1/3 of Americans work more than 40 hours a week, and with the gig economy, many people are working 2 jobs or more, logging 60 to 80 hours per week. All right.
Well,
so
okay, Gary. Since I'm usually here anyway, I'll just finish things off.
Yep.
We've got temperatures right now in the 50s to lower 60s, actually pretty comfortable out there. Look for a low temperature tonight of about 54, high temperature tomorrow 72 with sunny skies, then some rain chances over the weekend and some shower chances next week. Everybody, have a good night. Do something good. We'll see you tomorrow.
You did it.